Have you sent an SOS prayer up to God lately? Help! I need help now. I broke my thumb. I can't even tie my shoes. Oh Lord, I've lost my keys again. I need patience right now. I'm Jackie Anderson, and I'm doing these YouTube videos to encourage you. Today, our devotional looks at Hebrews 4:16. Hebrews 4:16 ends in the phrase, help in the time of need. That's actually a colloquialism, and in today's English, we would say, I found help just in the nick of time. Let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in times of need. Some translations use the word therefore. Always ask, what is that therefore? So verse 15 tells us we have a high priest who understands our weaknesses. Therefore, don't stand back in fear. Verse 13 tells us that Jesus, the Son of God, is in heaven and he sees everything and everyone. Therefore, that should comfort you and draw you close. Verse 3 says, for we who have believed enter that rest. It's referring to the rest of salvation. Therefore, let us come to God in faith. Verse 3 makes me think of a door that you enter. You enter a place of rest where you no longer work to gain salvation, but you rest knowing how much God has done for you. A door is also mentioned in Revelation 4. The Apostle John has a vision and he sees a door into heaven. Let me read to you what he wrote. Behold, a door standing open in heaven, a throne standing in heaven, and one sitting on the throne like a jasper stone and a sardius in appearance. And there was a rainbow around the throne like an emerald in appearance. And out of the throne come flashes of lightning and peals of thunder. Not exactly a welcoming committee. So who can enter this awesome place? Well, Hebrews 4:16 says, let us, you and me, draw near. The Hebrews reading this letter would understand the greatness of the gift of coming into this holy place. When you look at this temple drawing, you realize the temple was divided into 3 main parts, and the people were kept out in the courtyard. Notice the court of women is the furthest away from the Holy of Holies. Only the priests could enter the holy place, and then the Holy of Holies was entered only by the high priest once a year. In the Holy of Holies was the mercy seat of the ark. The cloud of God's glory would fill the Holy of Holies and was evidence of his presence. The Hebrew believers would be amazed, especially the women, that we were invited to draw near to the mercy seat, to the throne of God, the Holy of Holies. Notice also there was only one way, one door, and Jesus is now that door. So what is this verse teaching us about prayer? Basically, it is approaching God, a drawing near to the throne. We are in a close relationship with God. The present tense of the verb come is an encouragement. It means to be continually coming in worship and prayer and devotion. A throne is a place of authority and great power. Not just anybody can come up to a king. And here it's described as a throne of grace, not a throne of judgment. No. God is not sitting there ready to judge me, saying, what? Jackie, you need help again? You messed up again? What do you want me to do? Grace flows from this throne. Grace we do not earn or deserve. Grace is God's riches to make you and me into the beautiful church that he has planned. And remember The judgment fell upon Jesus at the cross, and he now sits at that right hand of God to intercede for us. Mercy is defined in Strong's as kindness or goodwill towards the miserable and the afflicted, joined with a desire to help them, a readiness to help those in trouble. Think about that. I can be very miserable. We come with confidence now because our God is compassionate, full of loving kindness, and ready to help. You may be discouraged about coming. Satan would love to keep you away from God in prayer. You may think that you can't come to him except through a priest or a saint, but God is inviting you in. He wants you to come, and through Jesus, he understands all your struggles, all your pain, all your stress. So what will you do? Our prescription for joy today. We are to pray these SOS prayers or on-the-go prayers continually. We are to rejoice that Jesus opened the door for us to enter the throne room, the presence of God. And we are to keep on coming continually and confidently. We will receive mercy and grace. And stop and know that Jesus understands our needs. I hope this has encouraged you to experience the presence of God in your life all the time. And by the way, this verse is one of the 100 verses everyone should know, a book by Robert Morgan. I referenced that book in my YouTube on memorization. You can find more videos by clicking on my name as it is posted below this one.